All right, this is Armor Battle for the Mattel Intellivision. Let's take a look at the artwork for Armor Battle. I looked like from the snapshot, it's a tank game. Every home console has to have one of those. And here's the back of the box. It's Armored Conflict, and you command the Spearhead. Combat missions galore in this computerized tank battle. Maneuver 2 tanks through hundreds of different terrains. Hundreds? Is it really hundreds? Battles are waged with a full complement of simulated sound effects to add to the realism. All-out tank combat, 2-player game, and you have tactics over hundreds of different battles. I keep saying hundreds. Is it really? I want to know. And all right, here we go. This is our overlay. Looks like we have laying mines, shooting, and then moving forward or switching tanks. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. This is our cartridge, and there's our screenshot. Let's see what kind of manual we have. It is the actual manual for Armor Battle. 2 players. How to win. If you want to play a winning game of Intellivision Armor Battle, read this booklet. Let's go to briefing. And then there you go. Examples of how to plug this into your television. Don't get electrocuted, kids.
It's the same image that they used before, though.
Yeah, just copy pasted on this one. Title will appear as Armor Battle, and then you select the speed, medium, fast, or slow.
Continue with slow, because we seem to not be doing too well even on the slow.
Well, if we're playing each other, and it's not a racing game, maybe we could handle it. So remember, playing faster speeds means everything speeds up. That means tanks and turning, everything. If none of these buttons are pushed, the game will be played at normal. Until you're more familiar with the game, you'll want to begin at one of the slower speeds. So there you go, how to slide the overlay over. And you can see what it's going to feel like in your hand. You put the overlay over the top, and then you're now pushing the overlay, but it's the buttons behind it. And then so the controller has 2 buttons on the sides. You got to shoot, and then how to move forward, and then the direction. So it looks like our joystick's going to move our tank. Pushing one button will move it forward, and then shooting the tank will be our other button on the side. And then laying the mines will be on our number pad. And I think that's the only thing.
It'll be number 2 to lay a mine. And
that's what it looks like.
To switch tanks.
Ooh, which means we got multiple? Now, I haven't seen that in a home console of being able to switch out tanks.
Yeah, there's some strategy going on here.
Whoa. All right, so it shows us the terrain. This is also the first tank game that has trees, water hazards, roads, buildings. The other ones we've seen were like a top-down maze view.
Yeah, there'd be like walls that you'd navigate around.
Whoa, Dave, it's trees. Tanks run fastest on roads, slower in grass and through trees. And you can go through water. Is it really a tank if we can go through the... Oh, there it is. Each player controls 2 tanks, black tanks versus 2 blue tanks. You can switch between them on the controller, and then it shows you how to maneuver and shoot. We can figure that part out. And then sight and sound will tell you when you've scored a hit. Invisible mines. So when we lay them, we don't know. I guess we have to remember where we lay them. But that means if I'm controlling my tank and I push the button, I know where I push the button, but Dave wouldn't know where I pushed the tank button. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Looking good. Lots of options, but they're showing the disc control because this is different, and they're kind of giving you the heads up of when you turn the disc this way, this is how the tank will move or coordinate. And then they're giving you strategies on how to play. So that's awesome that the manual's giving you things to practice. Oh, I see Dave zooming in. He's looking for the strategy already.
I see allow for recoil, so your tank moves when you shoot.
Wow. Oh, you mean it will pull us back when we fire the shot?
Maybe.
That would be a first too.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Lots of information. Love it. So cool. So here we go. That was the manual. We can pull it up in mid-game if we need to.
I like the games are starting to get more complex now.
Yeah, and it's 1979. This is Armor Battle. Checking out the first time we played. What did we say? Normal?
2-2.
Okay, Okay, so push the disc to play. And that would be, there you go. So we now, let's see who's controlling what. Looks like I am blue. So as I move the disc, I can turn my tank around. One of my tanks is in the tree. One of my tanks is on the road. So when you turn your joystick, are you able to get the tank to twist?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, and then if we want to switch, We said it was, what do you think, 5? Okay, it is 5. If you push 5 on your keypad, then you'll switch to the second one. Turning, though, feels a little slow to me. Okay, it gets the job done. But then how do we drive? Okay, so right button.
Myself. Yeah, I've got the drive button now.
Right button moves forward. Looks like top button, or sorry, left button is shoot. And then I got a hotkey for you, Dave. If you push the top button, it's 5. Oh, I didn't die yet. So it's not one shot and you're dead. So if you don't want to have to pull up the keypad, you don't have to, Dave. You can just push the top button, and then you'll switch back and forth. So I'm able to go there. Let's see if I can get a shot out. Go! Shoot! Get it! Oh, and they don't die on one hit, so you can... I'm just going to run away. Go! I'm going to hide into the trees. Oh, you move really slow in the trees. Oh, and you can't shoot all the way. Looks like I got protection.
Not for long.
All right, so from the chat, Chiptune Chronicle says it's turning slower than combat. Moving seems to be the same speed, and that's correct. Combat turned a little faster, but we have different speeds. We could be turning this up to the fastest speed. Right now we're playing on slower speed. But I'd say there is a little lag. So it looks like... oh, did it turn into a black tank after you killed me, Dave? Did it turn into...
like the dead tank. Right.
Go, go. Oh, okay, so the recoil is actually moving our aim. So as soon as I... All right, here we go. We're down one to the other. Oh, it's not a black tank. It's just... That's the symbol it leaves when you're dead. Charcoaled on the ground. All right, here we go. This is the last part. We got one tank versus one tank. And Dave, your dead tank, I can't move past. It won't let me drive over the rubble. So I have to go around it. Let's see if I can go. The water will be so slow, I bet, right? Oh, yeah. All right, how can I even turn? You can't even turn in the water. You got to get out of it before you can turn it. Come on. Okay, there you go. So I'm on the road, got faster speed. How far does our bullets travel? Oh, it's like right on the edge.
I got you.
And he got it. Okay, so graphics and whatever it has, I would say it does beat combat. And Chiptune Chronicle says the same for the combat on Atari. But Atari's combat had the different game modes. It had the planes, not just the tank. This is only armor battle or only the tank. And then, cool, it looks like every time we play, it's building a new map. Maybe that's why they said hundreds. So the buildings, trees, roads... every time you play, it'll have a different terrain, so that's really impressive.
Yeah,
that's great. Okay, what do you think about moving on or playing one more round?
I'm good to move on.
Okay, awesome. That's great. That's a tough call for me on which one would be better to play at home, because combat had 28, I think, different game modes, including planes, biplanes, and things like that. But this one looks better, and it has more strategy involved. So, Dave, your call out of 5 stars.
I'm biased towards strategy. I'm going to give it a 3.5.
3.5, above average. All right. Sounds good. That is awesome. All right, that'll be the game we end on tonight. We're so thankful everyone could come. Dave, really appreciate you being here. It has been a blast. We will catch you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let me know if there's any games that we missed on the way. You can always check me out on YouTube to see any old videos or any of the archival ones before the live stream. Just tell your friends that there's some crazy guy out there playing every single video game, or trying to, in chronological order. You can look me up on Twitter, on Instagram, and YouTube. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We'll catch you next time.